What's up? What's up? What's up, Facebook fam? This is your girl, Gail Crowder. And guess what? It is Tuesday. And you know what that means? Wife Chat Tuesday is going down. And so what I need for you to do is go tell all the sexy wives, Wife Chat Tuesday is going down. And I want you guys to tune in today. I have an amazing thing I want to talk to you guys about, and something that is, something that we all struggle with as wives. So go share it and tell people Wife Chat Tuesday is going down with Gail Crowder. Welcome to the call. Hello, Yvette. Hello, Bar. Hi, everybody. You guys, thank you so much for joining me on Wife Chat Tuesday. It's going down. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Go do me a favor. Go share the Wife Chat Tuesday is going down here on Facebook. Hello. Thank you guys for joining me. It's going to be good. We're going to be talking about juggles and struggles, right? And so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. As you guys know, for Wife Chat, I will teach, and then I will open up the lines for you guys to make your comments, to ask me any questions. I'm an open book, and I always go back and I'll scroll through. And if it's a personal question you want to ask me and you don't feel comfortable asking me on here, you can hit me up in a personal message, and I will always get back with you guys. But thank you guys so much for hopping on here. Thank you. I hope you guys are sharing it. The Wife Chat Tuesday is going down. All you need to do is hit the share button, invite all your girlfriends, because we're going to talk about a topic that, most of us struggle with as wives, is, how to do time management. I'm struggling. I've been struggling for the last 2 weeks trying to prepare for this big conference that I am going to be teaching at the end of the week. And on top of it, I'm still got to be a wife, and a mother and entrepreneur, and still coach, and still do all of those things. So I understand. And so we're going to just talk about some things today. And that was some things that you ladies asked me about time management. How do I manage my time? And to be honest with you, I have not mastered all of what we're going to talk about tonight, because again, I wear so many hats and juggle so many things just like you guys do. And so, like I said, I'm still a work in progress. I thank you guys for last week's feedback about, what's in a ring, a wedding ring. I thank you guys so much for chiming into that, because again, I want to make sure that anything that I'm covering on here is going to help you in your marriage and help you take your marriage to the next level. And so if you have anything you want to talk about, anything you want me to feature on the following weeks, because I do this every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just hit me up, and I'm open to it. Literally, I am so open to it. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Cheryl. Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody that's joining. And make sure you guys go share it. Okay, so tonight I really want to talk about the wives' juggles and struggles, right? Because again, so many of us have so many hats that we wear, right? Some of us are care providers. Some of us are entrepreneurs. Some of us are married and working a 9-to-5 job. Some of us are, working a 9-to-5 job, entrepreneurs, mothers, and, involved in our churches. It's just a lot going on. And how do you really balance that and truly show up every single day in every area of your life? I will tell you, it's hard. It is hard. It's not easy. And that's one of the reasons why I started Loving Him Without Losing You, because literally I had lost myself in trying to be something to everybody, and that's just not possible. So I want to give you some tools and strategies that I put in my life about 5 years ago, and I have to tweak them on a consistent basis. I have to tweak them all the time, but I will tell you, there's one thing that I put in place that I do not tweak, I don't veer from, even when I don't feel like it. And so, and that was the catalyst to start getting me on track. And so I want to talk to you about the order that God has structured our households to run off of. And I understand that you know, they can always be this way. But I will tell you one thing that you should not compromise on, because this is the reason why you're able to do what you do every single day. And so the way that God has structured our livelihood to be and our lives to be is God first. And I will tell you, I was running out of time during the day. When I said I was running out of time during the day, and my prayer life looked like something like this in 270 traffic. God, I thank you for the angels camped about me. I thank you for my husband. I thank you for my children. I thank you for this, God. I thank you for, you know, this. Or I was begging or asking, God, take me off 270. God, provide this or whatever. And it was literally 5 or 10 minutes doing traffic. In the middle of that, I was acting the fool, blowing the horn, shooting the bird to the people, but I'm trying to pray too. And y'all can judge me if you want to, but that's what I was doing, right? And so I realized I was just so out of order. I was out of order because the very person that allows me to do what I do and allowed me to have the job that I had and allowed me to have breath and movement to my limbs, I was giving a 911 call in the middle of traffic, in the middle of my road rage, right? The very person. And so needless to say, if I was out of order with him, I was out of order with everything that was going on in my life. And so I was like, how do I not treat God as a 911 call or, you know, in the middle of traffic, but I give him the quality time that he deserves? Because when I went to my job and I punched in, I had to give those people the quality time, that 8 hours or whatever I was scheduled to work that day. That's what they wanted out of me. And I was willingly giving them that because I was willingly wanting that paycheck that they was going to give me at the end of the day, right? But again, the very person, the very entity that allowed me to be blessed with that job and blessed with the car and all the stuff that I had acquired on that job, I was treating like a 911 call, like an afterthought. And so when you really look at getting yourself and really getting off the juggle and struggle, the first thing you need to do is put God first. So I had to start waking up early. I get up every morning at 4 a.m. I don't care what Eastern Standard Time, if I'm on the West Coast, East Coast, Middle Coast, I get up every morning. My body automatically wakes up. So, you know, it adjusts. So if I'm in Texas, it's 3. You know, if I'm in Vegas, it's 1. You know what I mean? My body automatically does it because I have committed myself to pray for marriages all over the world. Not only my marriage, but marriages all over the world. So God got to be first. So whatever your commitment is, you need to make sure that you put God first. The second entity is your husband. And I know that's hard, especially if y'all not getting along, especially if he worked your last nerve, especially if he's not being the head of the household that he was called to be, especially if he ain't working no job. You know, we can go through a whole entire list. But he still needs to be your priority. God first, your husband second. And I understand what it is to have small children, but that's not the order that God placed us to be. The third thing is your children and your family. God first, husband second, children and family. Well, Gail, you don't understand. My baby needs me. I understand. I have 2 babies that are now older, but I understand. But if you're not, you did not cut a covenant with those babies, you cut a covenant with your husband. And I hate to say that, but it's true. And trust me, I was so out of order. I was like, my babies need me. You can go sleep in another room because my babies need me. I get it. I was out of order. And I will tell you, I created so much chaos in my household. So God first, husband second, children and family third, and your career and your friends are last in that order. And I was one of those people that put my friends, my career, all of those things before everything else. Gil was really an afterthought. He was way down with the friend list. But again, if you're in that situation, I understand. But just start making small changes to try to get your household in order. Because even though your husband is the head of the household, really, we set the temperature in our households. We create or negate the chaos in our households. I will say that again. We create or negate the chaos that we have going on in our household. Because I guarantee you, if you are out of order, everything else in your life and everything else around you is out of order. It is true. It is so true. So God first, husband second, children and family third, career fourth, friends on the low totem pole. And I'm not saying you gotta, cut all your friends off and don't change your baby's diaper and all that kind of stuff. Don't go to extreme like that. What I'm saying is you need to start asking God, if your husband is not in his rightful position, doing what he needs to do concerning you, put a prayer on it. Start praying and asking God and calling your husband into his rightful place. But when he starts taking his rightful place, you got to let him. I see us powerful, big mouth women, we still want to control everything. We want to pray about something, but then we want to control how it happens. And that's not the way God works. Okay? All right. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is really getting yourself in order. When I began to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was like, I just want to lay here, God. And he's like, you just don't lay here when you got to go punch that clock. Get up. So I physically get up out of the bed, because I know if I try to lay there and pray, it's not going to happen. I will go back to sleep. I will start thinking about my day. I will do all those things. So I physically get out of the bed and honor him like I physically get out of the bed and I go to work. So I had to get myself in order. So I had to write myself a list. I had to say, okay, Gail, this is what you're doing. 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 And I realized I was doing entirely too much outside of my home. And that's why I was in such disarray. The second thing is learn what works for your family. The stuff that you see on TV is not real. Those are TV families that are getting paid to act like everything is going well. You can't run your house like a TV family. It's just not going to happen. Did y'all hear what I said? You can't run your family like a TV family. They not real. So you need to figure out what works for you and your family. And really start getting yourself in order and getting your household in order. Because if you live in chaos, I guarantee your mind is chaotic. If your mind is chaotic, everything else around you is chaotic. I can guarantee it. And I heard a man say, if you look at a woman's car, you can tell how she keeps her house. I like, wow. If you can look at a woman's car, this is what he said. I don't know if that's true or not. But if you can look at a woman's car, you can tell how she keeps her house. I don't know. I got to do some studying on that. The third thing is schedule everything. Having stuff in your phone is really good. And I send myself reminders all the time. But I actually still have a paper calendar that I write. But actually, it's a notebook. It's a planner. And really being able to visually see what you have on your plate every single day, or what you have said yes every single day, it's mind-blowing. And I have some of my coaching clients, they just completed that, and they didn't realize how much they was doing in a day and how much they was doing in 1 week. It was mind-blowing to some of them. They have pages and pages and pages of stuff. And I did the same exercise, and I was like, no wonder I'm tired. No wonder I can't put my husband second. No wonder I can't even put God first, because I am too tired to do anything, right? So schedule everything. Number 4, learn what you can execute on your own. And what do I mean by that? I get so many women who are so frustrated because they say, my husband don't help me. And I'm like, so what doesn't help you do? Well, little Susie's in ballet, and so-and-so is playing football. My oldest one is playing the trumpet, and I go to church 4 times a week, and I need them to be picked up, and I need dinner cooked, and he don't help me do anything. Well, the question is does all your children need to be in all those activities at one time? That's the question. Did you say yes to too many things, and now you want somebody to step in into your chaos and save you? Yes, your husband should be supporting you. Yes, he should be helping you. But did you have to say yes to all of those things? Especially if you know that he doesn't support you to begin with. I was that person. I was running myself ragged, tired, and mad at Gail because when I would come in, he was watching TV. I'm like, how can you be watching TV? And he's like, gee, I didn't tell you to sign up to be on the board of directors of this and be volunteering over here and going to lunch with so-and-so, and at this networking event. I didn't tell you to do all of that, which was true. But I was mad because I didn't feel like he was supporting me. Supporting me in what? In all my chaos I created? But when I got myself in order, I started taking myself off them boards and really saying, I don't need to go to all of these networking events. I don't need to be doing all of this stuff that I was doing, right? Then he began to help me do the things that was really necessary to run my household. Okay? Number 5, learn to say no. It is definitely a complete sentence. Learn to say no and mean no. You don't have to be at every single thing that is posted on Facebook that you're invited to, that your kids ask you to take them to. They need some structure too. Then we get upset if their grades is failing because we got them in 1,000 different things. You tired, because see, a lot of these sports start in the summer when it's real nice and you can pop out in your cute little shorts and stuff. But when it cross over where I live and it's 2 and 3 inches of snow and it's cold, and see, I'm not trying to sit out there. Then I'm cranky because I said yes. And then you getting your child to quit in the middle of it. I say no to begin with, no. Or I say this, how are you going to maintain what you're doing in the wintertime? And have you made arrangements for you to get back? I'm talking to a high school, a senior now, right? Have you made those arrangements? Because you know mama ain't sitting outside in the cold. Ain't gonna happen. And I'm just very open and honest with my kids. Because I don't want to set them up to fail, and I'm not gonna set myself up to be sitting outside in 14-degree weather mad because I said yes. I'm just being honest. So no is a complete sentence. And yes, my children did play sports. They're very good at it. So y'all don't say, oh, Gail don't want a kid. Yes, my kids had a very full life, but I just knew my limitations. So that's when their dad kicked in. But we had open and honest discussion, and I told them what my parameters was and what my limitations was. Because again, I had to get myself in order for me not to be somewhere as a loony bin, because I said yes to too many different things. And number 6, which is the most important thing, is really take time for yourself. When you have put too much stuff on your plate, when you're so tired, you don't know if you're coming and going, you have to start taking a seat back and say, what is most important? You only get one life. You don't get 2 and 3 and 4. And if you do, I don't know about it. You only get one. And if you wear yourself out, what is going to be the end result, and what is the quality of life you're going to have when you get older? Because time is ticking. So again, I say, take time for you. Like they say, take time to smell the roses. Take time to smell the roses. You can say no, and you're not gonna miss anything. You can say I can't do it today, and you're gonna be fine. But if you keep going, your body will shut down, and it will give you time that you don't even want. I've been there. I ended up in the hospital 2 months because I had literally wore myself out saying yes, doing too much, being too much, going too much, just chaotic. And so my prayer is that you get your household in order and get off the juggle struggle, because I understand what it is to be so overwhelmed and then turn to be mean and nasty because I felt like nobody was helping me and nobody understood. Yeah, everybody understood that I had put too much on my plate and that I had too many balls up in the air and I was too stubborn or thought I was so invincible that I couldn't allow any of them to fall. I get it. So let's go back over this. God first. God first. Husband second. Even if you don't think you deserve it, if he ain't even walking in it, even if he ain't talking in it, husband second. And believe my theory is I sow for everything that I want. If I want love, I sow love. If I want friendship, I sow friendship. If I want money, I sow money. If I want help, I sow help. Whatever it is, I sow for it because I believe everything that you give, you shall receive. I believe it. I believe it. So when I wanted more intimacy, more kindness, more love, I want to give her to treat me a certain way. I begin to do it for him even when I didn't think he deserved it, even when it looked like he was taking advantage of me. I start sowing for that because I knew that if I sold for it, God was going to move on his heart to give it back to me. But you got to realize I was the one who literally tore my marriage down. So I had to work even extra harder to win his heart back because I had did that. So, and I'm not saying that's you. I'm just telling you my story. So God first, husband second, children and family third, career and friends on the latter end. And if you could just remember that and start working on that, it's not going to happen overnight. And I haven't mastered all of this either, but I will tell you, I am not as tired and wore out and stressed out as I used to be because I have learned to say no. And I've learned that I don't have to be everywhere, do everything, and be everything to everybody. I learned that. And so hopefully my prayer is that this is going to give you some things to think about and that we will be able to chat about it and you guys will start seeing some differences in your lives and in your marriage. Okay. Hey, Gail. Hi, Yvette. Love your chats. Thank you so much. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for your transparency. Thank you. We as wives create negative, and chaos in our households. We surely do, Naomi. Learn what works for your family, which is true because TV families are not real, and most of us are trying to act like TV families. Yes. Okay. Hi, Kiki Ramsey. Hi, everybody who has joined you. I thank you guys so much for hopping on here. And guess what? You guys, guess what? The Wives Summit, the Ultimate Wives Summit. I was on here. I was telling you guys I was trying to find me a place. God did it. I found me a place. It's at the Hyatt down in the middle of Washington, D.C. He did it. I'm so happy. So it's at the Hyatt on Capitol Hill. It's March the 23rd. Go visit thewivessummit.com. And I'm going to be adding, all the teachers and speakers. So I'm working on that right now. But I believe, God has always showed me I'm going to have the celebrity wife panel. It's going to be hot. I got some amazing teachers and speakers that's going to pour into you guys. So go check it out and go to the website often. I'm telling you, you better start registering. The early bird special is going on right now. Don't snooze and don't say, oh, that's March of next year. Because when January come and I say it's sold out, I don't want nobody saying, Gail, no, the answer is no. Because God showed me 1,000 women and that's it. And y'all said, that's a lot of women. 1,000 women, that's it. And I'm telling you, I'm going hard because it's going to be some amazing wives from all over the world that's going to come to this thing. And so the Wives Summit is thewivessummit.com. It's open. Start registering because I'm telling you, it's going to be hot. And we're going to have some hot stuff that we're going to give away. I'm just so excited that he did exactly what he said was going to do when it comes to the hotel, and gave me the month and gave me, girl, I'm just excited. So I love you guys to pieces. You know how to get a hold to me if you want any topics covered here on White Chat. Hit me up, put them in the chat. I always go back and read all the comments, because of course I can't read all of them while I'm on here, but I will always address it. If you have something personal going on, you can hit me up in my box. And if you want to schedule a free consultation with me, just hit me up on my website at gailcrowder.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom and look at my schedule, and we can make it happen. I love you guys to pieces. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight on Wife Chat. Y'all pray for me, because I'll be going to Atlanta on Thursday to impart into some bedroom candy consultants. And so I'm excited about that, what God's going to do down in Atlanta. And so y'all just be praying that he allows me to walk in my gift one more time. And again, I love you guys to pieces. Good night.